Okay, so we have recently been hit with a lot of gacha options, and I've been pulling for most of them, so I am just going crazy right here. I went for double S on my Celestial Hymn. Naturally, I took 100 pulls because I need those 70 fragments, and I really didn't get any more than that one guaranteed with 100 pulls, so 30 fragments plus 70 gets you 100, and that's where she gets to double S immediately. I did have an Armada mate who got like 2 Celestial Hymns, and then he just had to get the remaining fragments from those bonuses. I think he got it in like less than 50 pulls, which is incredibly insane, but not for me. Not this time. I mean, I know I got the Hershey of the Void pretty easily, but not this one. But it's great because, you know, 100 pulls is all I needed, and that's great. It could have been like, if I didn't have this bonus, it would be 300 pulls? Wow, that is just insane. Alright, but in retrospect, I didn't really need 100 pulls to get the Celestial Hymn herself. I mean, I got a character card for the Celestial Hymn at the 77th pull, but I needed to complete all 100 to get enough fragments to get her to double S anyway, so it's 100 pulls in total. So, yeah, really happy about how it went. It's just 100 pulls, so I'm not gonna really do a coverage on that, but my luck during the double S Celestial Hymn pull was so bad that I went to try for the pull for Drive Kometa, and here's what happened.
Everybody put your hands in the air.
So that was just me doing a 10-time pull, and I got it in the first try. So 1,000 crystals for a costume like that, not too bad. It's not like the highest rate up, but it seems to be pretty easy. I got a friend who got it in like 2 tries of 10 pulls, of course, not like a single pull. Although I think that is completely possible, just not to me, maybe. So anyway, that was it for these 2 gachas, and now on to the main event, which is Beethoven and Vikrant. Okay, so we're here already having the Celestial Hymn at double S, already having the costume for Drive Kometa, which is the augmented version of Yamabuki Armor, and we are going for Star Shatterer Vikrant. So why I'm going for this cannon is because when you change the Yamabuki Armor to its augmented form, instead of impairing the opponents, she's actually weakening them. And the difference is that impairing lowers their defense, but weaken lowers their attack power. So you're not dealing additional damage to them, you're just not dealing additional damage to you, which is actually gonna be pretty useless in speedruns like the Memorial Arena, and on high levels of play, you're pretty much evading everything, so it's not gonna be as useful as it sounds. But with Vikrant, it gives you the option of doing additional damage again, even with the augmented form of the Yamabuki Armor, so I just want to have that weapon to kind of unlock this ability. But, you know, I'm just gonna spend this amount of crystals. If it doesn't come out in this amount of pulls, then I am just gonna stop right there and take what I can. And if it does come out in the first pull, then I'm just gonna stop right there too. Not that Beethoven isn't really a good set of equipment, but this entire banner is actually not needed. So if you don't have any of the base support equipment, which is like a few sets of Maple Party and Isaac Newton B, coupled with like the standard elemental support sticks, then you shouldn't be going for this. You should, you know, those should come first before this, but I do already have those, and that's why I'm here. Actually, that's not, because I've been saying that I'm here for Vikrant, but if I do get Beethoven, then yeah. So I was just generalizing the whole banner as a whole, yeah. So I think we're nearing the 10th pull. Okay, not okay. It's a cannon, but it's not a rapid fire cannon. It's nowhere near what I've been looking for, but it is just the first attempt, so we're just gonna keep going. But I will say this though, with equipment, my luck has been pretty bad, but with Valkyries, it's been okay, so yeah, I'm not really hopeful when it comes to equipment. I'll just take whatever it is I can. Oh, one more thing about Vikrant and the Yamabuki Armor's Augment Core, if you're going for this, is that, you know, I generally use the Yamabuki Armor in the Shadow Knight Memorial Arena, so I need it non-augmented because it does the QTE for Umbral Rose, and Vikrant is not going to be as useful for me there as it is in any other circumstance that it should be used for. But why I go for these signature equipment is because they look good with the costumes, and if you watch the channel, you know that I always go for costumes. So that's one of the main reasons. Oh, wait! Damn it! Okay, never mind. Anyway, so that's one of the main reasons why I'm going for this, and it shouldn't be a good reason for you to want to go for it. So like I said, this banner is, if you don't have all the other equipment that's really useful for support, you can totally skip this banner and save your crystals for whatever it is that's coming next. And that's gonna be a lot more important because you can get the chance for the Hershey of the Void. Whoa! Beethoven B! This is great! Oh my god, this is like the most useful Stigmata in the entire banner. And I got it! I don't have Vikrant yet, but wow, this is cool. Also, that was the first of the 10 pulls, which means because I don't have enough crystals to go for another 10 pull, I only have to go for one more pull to get another guarantee. So this kind of lets me stay in the budget and still have a chance to get whatever it is that I'm trying to get, which currently is Vikrant, but if it were Beethoven M, that would be even better at this point in time. Alright, so that was a really good pull. First of the 10, and it's Beethoven B, so definitely puts me in a really good position to get one more piece of equipment. I just hope that it's one of the rates up. It could even be another Beethoven B, actually. It's that useful because of the SP bonus when they switch into the field. But at this point in time, if it were a Beethoven M, that would be the best ever. If it were Vikrant, I'd still be happy about it. And it's Beethoven M! Wow! And I used a focus supply card. I didn't have to use any crystals, so it's really fortunate that I had that. I didn't even remember having it, but I don't even know where I got it from. I think it's like the current event where they gave it out randomly. Never mind. Doesn't matter. What matters is that it has now become a Beethoven M. So even though I didn't get Vikrant despite, you know, it being my initial target, this is actually way better. And I'm really happy with the results. I didn't really dare to aim for like an entire Stigmata set because I know my luck with equipment is really bad. But there we go. So maybe this is like the desire sensor. The system knows that I want Vikrant and it doesn't want to give me that. But it gave me something better and I am going to take it. So I didn't really buy all the crystals that I've been using despite it seeming so. Actually, in this current event, we do get quite a lot of crystals as rewards. Yeah, you can get a lot of those. You know, you do the championship qualifiers, you get some of it, you get, you keep raising your elves, you get some of that, you play the new story, you not only get the stage rewards, you also get the event bonus, so right now there are just a lot of crystals up for grabs. So if you're trying to save for anything, this would be the time. But for me, yeah, this is pretty much it, in terms of equipment and Valkyries. I do have a separate budget for costumes, and I will be using that for the Celestial Hymn's upcoming costume. And yeah, unfortunately this time I will be missing out on Black Nucleus again. And like I always say, you know, because I do have a set budget, and unfortunately this time it was used for the Celestial Hymn Advanced Supply. It is definitely gonna be worth more, you know, for each crystal that you spend because of the 70 extra fragments. They are very expensive to get if you are trying to pull them by getting the character cards themselves. And so it's worth a lot more if I spend it on the Celestial Hymn Advanced Supply than if I spend it on a normal expansion supply, which the Black Nucleus will be coming back in. So yeah, priorities, man. And then Yamabuki Armor, 1000 crystals, actually not too much. Fortunately, I did get her costume, so that was great. And then also, I got Beethoven M and B. You know, it could have been really bad, and I could have gotten only one part or no parts at all. So, really grateful that that happened. And why I'm not spending on the Black Nucleus, even though I actually can, is because in 3.1, which might be coming up at, I don't know how soon that will be, but everyone knows that, or at least I'm gonna assume everyone knows, that the twins will be coming out with that update. Rosalia and Lilia will be released, and you know, getting 2 new Valkyries is actually quite a stretch, because there will definitely be 2 new sets of equipment, so that will be 6 Stigmata and 2 weapons. That is just astronomical spending. And I want to be prepared for that, so I'm sorry, Bronya, no Black Nucleus again. But I'm not too worried about that. I'll probably get her sometime in the future. So yeah, I guess it can wait. Alright, so that was pretty much it for 3 different banners. And if you are still deciding on whether or not you want to go for Vikrant and Beethoven, just remember that their uses are extremely obscure at this point in time. So it might not be the best decision, but if you have already decided, I wish you all the best of luck. And I will still be pulling for the Celestial Hymn costume when it comes out, so do keep a lookout for that. So thanks for watching, this has been MG, and I will see you guys soon.